All right, this is a little bit embarrassing and not definitely the way I wanted to create content, but this is a quick garage update. I still have my 2017 Corvette Grand Sport. It has almost 20,000 miles on it. I live a couple miles away from work, so it's not too many miles I put on it on a regular basis. Still have no issues with the car, still love it. It hasn't given me one single check engine light. Everything has worked well. Still love it every day more and more as I've learned how to push it. Had a couple of track days on it. Consumables get pretty expensive, but that just comes with the territory. Can't say enough good things about the car. If you see, I have quite the mess in my garage, so because I purchased a house, and that's why I haven't bought any new cars or had any big investments in automobiles, because I didn't want any more depreciating assets. So I'm gonna move over and talk about another car. This is the car that my wife drives. It's also a 2017, but this is a Mercedes-Benz GLE. Also has been a good car, not many issues, just electrical things here and there, as one would expect from a Mercedes. The one thing I will say about Mercedes is they're a pain in the butt to maintain. I'm not a wrench myself, so I have to actually take it to a shop, but oil changes or whatever little thing that happens to it is, you know, a couple $100 here and there. The other thing I will say is that Mercedes says that at 50,000 miles, which is slightly under what the car has right now on mileage, they say you have to change your spark plugs. I just find that to be absolutely preposterous. By the way, I'm getting construction done at my house, hence the garage being a disaster. But you know, this is the road trip car. It's pretty reasonable. We bought it certified pre-owned, so we didn't get completely demolished with regards to the depreciation on this bad boy. And overall, it's been a good car. We have liked it very much. Last but not least, this is my daily driver. For those of you who have been following the channel from the get-go, I used to have a 2012 Mini Cooper S that I ended up selling to purchase my wife's engagement ring, but I ended up buying a 2013, and I bought this maybe 3 years ago, maybe even 4 now. I just haven't made any content from it really. But I purchased it because I wanted to buy a car that wasn't going to depreciate very much. You know, I think it was like $12,000 out the door when I purchased it. It has been extremely reliable. The only issues are that the AC is kind of fritzing a little bit, and the car just throws check engine lights here and there, but I can never figure out what it is, and then it kind of goes away. I've had it looked at a couple times and nobody could seem to find out what's wrong with it, but mechanically it works perfectly fine without any issues. I definitely enjoy driving this because in these days of high gas prices, it's very fuel efficient. It's fully paid off, as are the other cars, so I don't have you know, monthly payments on these cars. And I can't say enough, it's just fun. I actually have more fun driving this to work because I could drive it at 10/10ths and not think about killing myself or somebody else, versus the Corvette. I gotta kind of hold myself. Not to mention that the amount of time it takes with the Corvette for the engine to warm. I'm pretty much at the hospital, the hospital where I work. I'm pretty much there when the engine finally warms up. But the only things I've done to the Mini Cooper is the cold air intake that I already had from the previous one, and I plastic dipped the car because, you know, despite being a 40-year-old grown-ass adult, I'm still, you know, messing with plastic dip when I could be doing other things that are a little bit more professional. But it's been a good car. Again, I've really enjoyed the Mercedes. It's been a fun car to drive as well. My wife likes it. I just think that it's very refined for what it is, and that's where I really feel like I'm getting my money's worth out of the Mercedes. It's after, you know, driving cars that are a little bit harder, it's fun to just put a couple miles on this, put the car on cruise control and let it rip. I really do wish it had some sort of autonomous driving, but that's not the case, unfortunately. But you know, it is what it is. And then last but not least, circling back to the Corvette Grand Sport 2017. This is my baby. I'm going to keep it forever. Many people have messaged me asking me if I'm going to sell it or if I have sold it because I haven't created any more content. And the short answer is that I'm never selling this car, ever. Ever, ever, ever. This is my baby. It has a lot of sentimental value, and I love it more and more every day. So thank you very much for checking out the channel. Quick garage update. Like I said, I'm actually contemplating, since I have a baby girl now, getting something that has a little bit more than 2 seats, because for the Mini Cooper right there, I took out the back seats, so that doesn't have space for a baby seat. So we only have my wife's car to be the baby mobile, because obviously the Corvette doesn't have back seats. So I'm actually contemplating getting the Acura Integra, because it's something that is not going to destroy my bank account, and it's something that has back seats and I could use as a baby mobile. But let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for your support, guys, and for following me after all these years. Bye.